Hi guys, assalamualaikum, welcome to my channel. I'm Chelsea, you may know me as Brown Girl Does Makeup. Thank you for clicking on my video. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it if you would subscribe and give the videos a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content. So I was going to do a get ready with me and do my intentions video, but I struggled to do my makeup whilst talking, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to talk about my intentions for 2025. I wanted to get this video up sooner, but I haven't had time to record it and stuff until today, so you'll be seeing it now. I looked back at my intentions for 2024. If I'm looking at that side, it's because I've got them written down, what I wrote in 2024 and what I plan to do in 2025. So I wanted to reflect back and see whether I kept up with what I wanted to do in 2024. So my first point in 2024 was I started to wear hijab, so I wanted to practice a bit more and learn a bit more about Islam and stuff, and I feel like I have kind of achieved, well, I feel like I could do better. I've done it a bit, but not as much as I hoped. So this year I'll be carrying that on, hopefully be listening to more talks and reading more about my religion and learning more, because I can always do better when it comes to religion. I think that's personally for me. I'm on my own little journey and I know I can be better and do better, especially for myself. I spoke about how it has actually helped my anxiety a lot, and in all honesty, throughout the whole of 2024 my anxiety levels have been up and down, but it hasn't been as bad as previous years, and it's because every time I felt some sort of way, I would try and find something that's related to the way I'm feeling in religious texts or in talks that you see a lot on YouTube and Instagram and everywhere now. So it actually helped me to research a lot about how to cope with certain issues I was facing with anxiety and depression and stuff like that. But I wouldn't say I was depressed. It's more anxiety than anything else. I have found it very helpful to learn, and I'm hoping to take that on every single year. That's going to be like one of the things that I do every single year, learn more about religion. So the next thing I wanted to do more of was be mindful of my words and how I spoke to people and what language I would use, like, you know, tones and your body language and stuff like that, because I think after the pandemic and being in isolation and stuff like that, and having my daughter and not really wanting to go out because there was still remnants of COVID and things like that going on, I feel like I lost touch with being with people. And I got a new job and I had to go in office and I had to learn how to be with people. So I think that's why I set that goal, to be a bit more, not open as such, but just mindful. So with that point, I feel like that was up and down, completely up and down. Like, there were times where I have no filter, and there was times where I was very quiet and just didn't say anything. And I think majority of the time is not saying anything and trying to be just quiet, especially when it came to work colleagues and stuff like that, because I don't know if it's me or anything like that, but sometimes I can feel some sort of way towards certain colleagues and they feel like they're being passive aggressive, and I'm a bit like So for me it was kind of like just barriers down, you know, and not bother, because if I didn't have anything nice today, I just thought it was best not to say anything at all. So yeah, I feel like I could do a lot better with being mindful when it comes to words I use and things like that. The next point was learning more, and this kind of coincides with the religious stuff. Yeah, so wanting to learn more about what's going on in the world, as well as, like, you know, just generally learn more about stuff, be more general knowledge based and a bit more educated. And I have slowly done that, but I could do better. I think with everything I've put down, I could do better, especially with the next 2 points. Next point was use my makeup and buy less makeup. And I was doing so well with the buying less and using makeup at the beginning of the year, especially from April onwards, because that's when I got my new job and I was going in office a lot, and I was constantly using makeup. Even in days when I wasn't going in office, I did use my makeup, and you would see in my makeup empties and my project pan the slow progression that happened in the later part of the year. So yeah, that's something I could do better. And so we're in day 7 of the year and I've only used my makeup once so far, so there you go. That shows that how I felt about using my makeup. But I really do hope this year I'm better with it, because I do want to use my makeup. I bought tons of new stuff, like in the beginning of the year. Again, I was being quite good. I bought stuff, yes, but I wasn't spending excessive amounts, because the year before I think I spent just under £600 throughout the whole year on new makeup, and my goal was to spend less than that. And up until October I had spent less than that. I only spent, I think, about £300, or maybe 200, around £250. Yeah, I think I've spent around £300 worth of makeup. But then come October and obviously Black Friday sales and stuff, I just went crazy. I think I spent well over £1,000. I haven't even added it all up, and I don't want to, because I'm actually a bit ashamed, because obviously we're seeing a lot of people talk about project pans and consumerism, especially with the new show that came out in Netflix called Buy Now, and with everything else that's going on in the world. And I was trying to be really good, but I think I got to that point where I was like, I'm just gonna buy stuff. And I think for me, putting a no buy in place isn't the way to go. I need to either just put in a low buy and say I'm gonna allow myself X amount every couple of months, or when I see a really good deal, maybe just be like, okay, that's a really good deal, I'm gonna buy it. Or just give myself the freedom to buy. But now I bought everything that I wanted to buy, which you will see in shorts and unboxings and stuff. I don't feel the need to buy anything. Like, obviously I want to, there's 2 things that are on my radar, and it's the Huda Beauty powder and it's the Lisa Eldridge concealer. They're the 2 things that I want to get. But going forward, obviously the year's just begun, we don't know what else is going to be released, so I don't know if there's anything else I want to buy. But in terms of everything that I had on my wish list, I've already got, so I don't feel the need to buy anything else at the moment. And to be fair, I have been looking and I just don't feel the need to buy anything. They're the only 2 things that I want, so I'm right now I'm currently waiting for them to be released. So I don't think I failed as I thought I would in 2024, especially during the later part of the year, because obviously my spending changed and I just ended up going a bit crazy. Everything I saved on my low buy kind of went. But I feel like I have kind of achieved some goals I wanted to, and yes, I can always do better, but I should be proud of the fact that I did use quite a bit of makeup during last year, and I did do a huge declutter. You'll see the series, most of the videos were put out at the later part of the year in December. So, you know, I've kind of done what I wanted to do, but this year I'm still going to carry those things forward. I'm still going to try and learn more about everything I can for myself as well as for my daughter and stuff, because she's growing, and you know, I want to be able to support her as much as possible too. So I think during 2024 I felt a bit overwhelmed, overstimulated, very tired. very tired a lot of the time, and I feel like in 2025 I want to kind of like have a good well-being balance. In 2025 I don't want to feel as overstimulated as I did in 2024, so my goal is to just take some time for me and put myself first, and if I can't do something, not to feel that guilt, because there's a lot of guilt all the time when I can't do something. So I just need to be like, okay, there's always tomorrow to do stuff. The next main point for 2025 is just keeping toxic people in 2024. I had a few incidences where I had toxic people just ruin my mood, ruin a lot of things that was going on for me personally, that's still going on for me personally, and I'll probably mention it in a later video, but not now. And I just don't want that. I just don't want that. I want my little unit, family unit, to be happy and to be peaceful and quiet, and I want myself to be peaceful and quiet because I'm almost 40 this, well, I'm gonna be 40 this year, and for me, I'm just done with any sort of negativity, any toxic, any horrible behaviors, anything like that from people. And I'm not here for people who don't take accountability for their actions. So a lot of the people that I have had interactions with that I'm just like, no more, haven't taken accountability but expect me to forgive them and move forward from things and put the stuff back in 2024. But that's not going to happen, because unless you admit and openly say sorry, I'm not going to move on. And I'm just gonna, from a religious perspective, we have to forgive. So yes, I will forgive, but I'm never going to forget. And I'm just going to be civil, and that's it. That's it. And that's with anybody who has crossed the line with me and made me feel in some sort of way in 2024. I don't care who it is, whether it's close relatives or distant relatives, friends, whoever, colleagues, whatever. I'm not about that life anymore. I'm just want a peaceful and easy life. So yeah, all that can go, stay in 2024 and not come into 2025 with me. And that's it really. I mean, the last thing was like the low buy thing, but I feel like I've already covered that, where I'm not going to put pressure on myself to not buy anything whatsoever. I think if I put real strict restrictions on not buying anything, I can explode and just be like, I'm done with this, I want to buy whatever I want to buy. And I don't think it's mood related or anything like that. I just feel like I should be able to treat myself every now and again. And I feel like in the beginning of the year I didn't really allow myself to do that, because I just kind of like said, oh, in 2023 I spent a lot of money on buying all the Huda's beauty stuff during Black Friday sale. In 2024 I didn't buy anything until like June, I think. Yeah, like probably May, June. And those 5 months was like, oh, you know, I'm doing so well. Yes, I'm doing so well with savings, but I just had itchy fingers, and I knew that was like, it was going to happen. And then over time I just ended up buying more, and then it just kind of like went mental. So I think I need to just not put that harsh pressure. And I can see loads of people who do have a lot more stuff than I do online, who are doing like time to start project plan, time to declutter, time to do no buys and stuff. And I get that, I completely get that, because it can be overwhelming, and I did find it overwhelming before I decluttered my whole entire collection. But now I feel like I'm in a good space and I'm back to where I started, where I want to buy stuff. But like I mentioned, I've already bought everything that I wanted to buy that was on my wish list. None of it's like brand new releases. A lot of it's just like stuff I've been wanting to try for a while. And that's how I see myself going forward. It's not about buying the latest releases when they come out. It's about buying stuff that I've been wanting to try for a while, whether it's drugstore, high-end or whatever. And there are some stuff that I bought that mainly are for collection purposes. But yeah, we'll just ignore that. But I hope you enjoyed this short video about my intentions for 2025, and I hope you've got your intentions set out and your goals and stuff. And hopefully, you know, there's always the normal stuff that lingers in the background about being healthy, keeping fit and stuff like that. And I'm hoping that I will achieve certain goals when it comes to my health as well. So let me know in the comments down below if you want to, about your intentions, and whether you're being strict, whether you're being soft on yourself, or you're doing any of these challenges that are going around, like the 75 hard challenge, or whatever it is. Like, I've seen all these things going around on TikTok and Instagram. I don't quite understand it. I kind of want to learn more about it because I feel like they may be good goals to set for me to get better in terms of my health and fitness. So if you know anything about it, or if you know any resources and stuff, let me know down below, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.